Everyone, and welcome to Freedom Homestead.
Hello, welcome.
This is our live chat. We're going to give everybody a few minutes to join us, and then we'll get into, what we've been doing today, what we got going on, and discuss some things for you.
Yeah. Y'all can ask questions. We may answer them if they're appropriate. But try to do so in all caps if you can. That way your questions stand out. So, hi Miss Amanda, how are you? Boy, hey Miss Bex. Amanda popped on really quick. Jack was doing a test earlier today.
Yeah.
And Miss Amanda popped in. Miss Bex, I don't know if you were there or not. I couldn't remember. Of course, I only saw a few names pop up because he was doing the test. I wasn't. But anyway, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah, I'll give you an update real quick while we're waiting for people to join us. That last time we did our live, for some reason we weren't able on our laptop to see the live chat and all this. So Tangi had to pull up her phone and we had to look at everything on our comments, which it's hard for both of us looking at a little tiny screen when we should know chatting with you guys. So I did a test earlier this afternoon to just see, is it fixed? Has it been updated? What's going on? And same thing. It was still doing the exact same thing. This is on my MacBook. It is an old MacBook, and maybe it just wasn't updated. Well, I did figure out what the problem was. Make a long story short, I was using Safari when I signed in on Google Chrome and signed in to my Google account and went on YouTube. Now I can see the live chat. So,
Yep.
That what it was. Although, last year, every time we went live, I pulled it up on Safari. For some reason, it's updated, probably on Google's end, and they want to use Google and not Safari.
Yeah. I like Google better anyway.
Well, yeah, but it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter what browser you're on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've got a lot of friends pouring in, so I want to shout out my friend Mary. We got Stringfield Ridge with us. We got Tiffany and Anna.
Well, hello.
So Anna, follow Fermented Homestead. A lot of you probably know that her sister Tiffany lives in Hawaii, and she has a channel, Hamakua Homestead, and
that's a mouthful.
And Tiffany is in the Clay 8 visiting with Anna, and I did see that they went to it was an outdoor event, and they saw a lot of some of our YouTubers. I saw that Lisa Bass with, why do I want to call it Sourdough Homestead? It's not. Anyway, man, her channel just completely slipped my mind. Yeah. Anyway, but anyway, lots of cool people there, but of course the coolest, in my opinion, would be Anna and Tiffany.
Stringfield Ridge said they had the same problem with Safari. So. Okay.
The Ozark Homestead.
So it's not just my laptop. So evidently it is the same problem.
And then I also
the Ozark Homesteading Expo. Glad they got to go with that.
Bex 1959 said, "Are you close to the 75 incident? And if you don't know what she's speaking of, there was an active shooter on I-75. That's in East.
Dude at the woods shooting at traffic going by.
That's several hours. Well, a few hours from us.
About 2 hours away.
Yeah. So we were not. They've got like all the schools out there are shut down until
some of them,
like over a dozen of them until they get that under control. But we were not there.
They know who the guy is.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yes.
So they kind of know who he is. They're after him. He's on the run. So hopefully they'll get him soon. Yeah. And no one else will get hurt or anything like that.
Yes, Christy, thank you. Farmhouse on Boone.
Okay, so Fermented Homestead said they had the same issue and had to use Chrome. Okay, so this is all right. That's a good tip to know if you're doing a live. Use Chrome and not Safari if you want to see your live chat. So thank y'all for letting us this is not just my issue, but
It's
this
not
is a
just
whole.
you.
Yeah, most of the time it's just me.
It's validating
Yeah.
when it's not just you.
So now that we got a good group coming in and joining us now.
We do. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. I'm excited.
So a few quick things we did today.
I worked.
You worked. You did try out a new recipe.
I did.
Yeah, and
I give it a
yeah.
meh. I'm definitely gonna play with it and figure it out because
Yeah.
I like the idea of it. But
I mean, she thought it was okay. Our son really liked it.
he ate the rest of them.
I wouldn't eat it.
You weren't a fan. What we're talking about is carnivore chicken nuggets, and I used Nisha Berry's recipe, and yeah, it was meh.
I did something that needed to be done this year. Hadn't been done any this year. I gave our old Basset Hound
Bless him.
a bath.
Yeah.
He's our outdoor dog. He's the front porch. Sit on the front porch and
Yeah. He's the guard dog.
never harms a fly. If somebody drives in the driveway, he barks.
He's definitely
Hey,
a
somebody's
good,
home.
Yeah.
So
He's definitely a good alarm for sure.
So I gave him a bath, and I used several years ago on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody down the road was selling one of the black watering troughs for cattle. I guess it's not the long watering troughs. It's more like a.
It looks like a bathtub.
Yeah, it's a big container, and water. Well, I didn't fill it full, but I put water in it, put the dog in it, gave him a bath. He's there and let me.
And let you do it.
Yeah, I think he's just getting to the point where he's so old. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
get this over with.
Yeah. Old Bob is, I guess he's about 16 now.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's getting up there.
Hello from Arizona.
Miss Amby Crafts, good to see you.
Yeah. Let's see. Hello from Nova Scotia.
Ooh.
How about that?
We love us an international group.
From our neighbors up north.
Yeah. Oh, Mincy's Garden.
Let's see.
Hey.
What else did we do? Oh, I went and picked up a couple of bales of straw, and I spread straw over one side of our house. We got alert, had it spread out. If you've been following us for any amount of time, you know the whole issues we had with our house several years back. We rebuilt everything. Well, the last few years, that ground has started to settle where we put dirt back in, and it's settled some. So we just got another load of dirt, kind of filled everything back in and made sure it was graded properly. So again, water runs away from the house, and so I spread straw, watered it down. We're in need of rain. I don't know about all of our other friends out there, but we are in need. It's been about 3 weeks since we've had any good rainfall. Today's my day off, and usually I get the yard mowed. Not mowing today. I'm gonna skip a week because it's dry. I'll say it like that. It's dry.
Stringfield Ridge, they are also in Kentucky. Are y'all under a burn ban like we are?
Yeah, we're under a burn ban. It's so dry.
Yay! It's Carol, Kentucky Faith Haven
Hello.
Farm.
Us too in central Missouri. Yep. Dry there too.
Rain in Georgia.
We need it. Yeah, need the rain.
Yeah. Yeah. As you know, I work for real estate agents that are in Georgia, and we actually had to postpone a couple of listing photo sessions because of that tropical storm that's getting ready to come through. And it's pushing our listings out like 2 weeks. Just looking at the forecast, there's a lot of rain coming, so which is good.
Dry in Ohio, dry in Georgia, dry in Missouri, dry in Kentucky.
Southwest Indiana.
Yeah, Southwest Indiana. Middle
Hurricane
Tennessee has some burn bans.
Oh, yeah.
Talked to you yesterday on Instagram from Florida.
Yes. Miss Cynthia was very kind. She watched one of our videos and saw where I was cleaning and I was using Fabuloso. And believe it or not, some of the Fabuloso, what do you call it? A recall.
Really?
Yeah. Now it was day 2023, so if you bought any Fabuloso in 2023, you might want to double check. But that even cleaners could get not tainted. What's the word I'm looking for?
recalled
Well, no.
because there was something wrong.
Contaminated. Yes, apparently exposed to bacteria. But what's funny is like it's antibacterial. So you would think that wouldn't be a big, but apparently it is.
Well, who'd have thought?
Yeah. But that's very sweet of her to send that to me to make sure that I.
Yeah. But the rain is
good.
coming for all of you that's dry. I guess the Georgia to Tennessee, Kentucky area. There is that tropical storm. I don't know if it's going to make it a hurricane or not, but it's coming up, I think, through the Gulf. And it's going to, I guess, is it hitting today, tomorrow, sometime down there? But by the end of the week, it's going to be up here. And they say, the tropical storm is going to pass through the middle Tennessee, Kentucky area. Probably, hopefully, push rain all the way up into Indiana, maybe Ohio. So hopefully this weekend we will be getting some much needed rain. I don't know. I think most of you that's had gardens over the summer in that area that I just mentioned, you're probably done anyway. It's the end of the summer, especially with no rain. Everything's pretty much done, probably with gardens.
Yep.
But there's still farmers and hay and livestock and stuff like that need rain.
Yeah, your dad's pond is
Ponds
completely dry.
The ponds need to be filled up. Some of our creeks are going dry, so need to rain.
So going back to cleaners, Anna said, "Give me some good old vinegar any day." Mimsy said, "Fabuloso can make your pet's hair out." Our pet's hair's already falling out. They shed like the worst. I know you mean something different.
Yeah.
But what's funny is like
it's been raining.
I've been
in Orlando.
using all natural products for forever, and so I just got some like
the Stringfield Ridge. They're like any day, no rain that day. That's their isn't it this Saturday is their this Saturday is their big
yep, the Heartland picnic.
Homesteaders picnic gathering. I think you're gonna get rain.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much. You might get some. Maybe prepare and have people that's got those little pop-up canopy things, just bring a bunch of those. I don't know. But,
yeah.
But maybe it'll hold off.
Cindy said the leaves are starting to change here because of the dry weather. Same here. We were driving. Well, I was driving the other day and noticed that some of the changed. I'm like, no, it's not time.
This is bad if you really love fall colors.
Yeah.
With the woods and the trees, lawns and stuff. We have a beautiful season of fall here, and it's really going to hurt it if we don't get rain soon, because things just going to dry out and start changing and falling really quickly, and we're not going to have, those Kentucky hills are on fire, with all the reds and yellows. So beautiful, but might not be too beautiful this year.
Yeah. Okay, Anna and Tiffany, thank y'all so much for popping in and saying hi. Yeah, already fallen. Of course, Mary is not that far from us, so but anyway, but how's everybody doing? Are y'all planting fall garden? I need to desperately clean out our beds. I harvested a bunch of carrots a couple of hours ago. We got some ginormous carrots. I probably let them stay in the ground too long, but I was telling Jack that I need out there and clean stuff out and start planting some radishes and things.
How's our live stream? Are we freezing up any? I didn't know how our signal is tonight. A little glitchy. I hope we're okay.
All right, Mimsy said fall garden seeds will go in next week. Peace out, sauerkraut. Yep.
I said that, and now look what happened.
Look what you did.
I know.
Are we back?
I said we're glitchy, and then it glitched. They're listening to me.
A little bit. Okay. Well, we'll just keep going, and then what catches, and what doesn't.
Yeah, somebody says you're buffering a lot for me.
Yeah.
So why?
Yeah. Turnip greens. But gonna wait. That's probably a good idea. we're putting in our fall garden on pause because we're moving to an urban subdivision. Container gardening for me. Yes, I saw that you guys were that you've moved, and hopefully you'll get settled pretty soon. But yeah, I don't know what all we're gonna plan out there. We had a very small garden this year. I think we talked about it last week, but or the week before last. Just did raised beds this year, and most of it was flowers. Harvested our second tomato today. I had it for dinner and it was delicious. And then, like I said, a lot of carrots. But yeah, mostly zinnias is what I planted this year. Some pygmy sunflowers that choked out the jalapenos. My bad.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Put on YouTube TV. It's not, oh, okay. It's not buffering as much. Did container garden this year, still nothing better than rain. Yes, agreed. So anyway, we were trying to think of some things to talk about when we got on here. And one of the things suggested was a health, like, what we're doing and how we're doing. So I actually did film a Wellness Wednesday video, but when I went to edit it, it was horrible. And so I think I'm gonna try to redo it tomorrow and then have it up on Wednesday.
Okay.
That's the plan anyway.
I know this is a homestead, but I am thankful that football has started this weekend. I'm representing my alma mater, where I went to school. They killed it this weekend. They won. Mm-hmm. Everybody else I like, they lost bad. Mm-hmm. But you're shaking the camera.
I'm a beauty school dropout. We didn't have a mascot, so we're fine.
But no, I get excited when football season starts. I get excited when basketball season starts. I mean, I grew up playing sports, so I still get excited, and I still want to teams that I don't even follow. I still watch them.
I'm actually really excited about Kentucky basketball, college, UK. Mm-hmm. Very excited about it. Like Jack said, well, it only took 25. Better late than never, but yeah. I'm really excited. And yes, will always be a Georgia girl, but I'm very excited about Kentucky basketball this year. Mm-hmm. I saw somebody say the word keto. Also less than 20 net carbs. Yes, same. And that's one of the things that I talk about in the video because I keep going back and forth, but just talking to my midwife, talking to, just doing what works for me, what makes me feel better, and then the things that I've got going on, that is what works well for me. Mm-hmm. Let's see, been doing a lot of crocheting and crafting. Very awesome. Robert was excited about football too. My youngest graduated from UK. Awesome.
I did notice right before we went live, I actually kind of looked at who all else is going live right now.
Oh, yeah.
And so I know Doug and Stacy are having going live, right? I don't know if they're done. Mm-hmm. And a couple of others are live. Yeah. But, it's hard to compete against them.
Oh, we're not competing.
We're not competing, but I know some people watch them that sometimes would watch us.
Yeah, but that's all right.
We have some projects coming up. She already mentioned one. Now our raised beds and getting ready for a fall garden. I mentioned one already. The dirt around our it kind of leveled back up, seeded and watered. And then we're trying to put in a patio. Mm-hmm. Has anybody done that before?
We're not doing it ourselves, by the way.
We thought about it. I actually thought, doing the whole work myself with patio stones and laying pavers and the sand and, leveling it out and everything. We got to talking to somebody who pours concrete, and it probably will be the same amount of price, maybe cheaper, to just get a concrete patio poured.
Yes.
I think that's what we're going to go with. Mm-hmm. I don't know if any of you have ever done one of those, but I think that's our next big project, is to try to get a patio put in. we lost our concrete sidewalk and everything between our house, and then we have a detached garage, and we had a sidewalk between the house and the detached garage to our little back deck area. Well, we deck and lost all of the concrete and all the backyard when we had to fix our house. So now we're trying to, we concentrated on the building and the house. Now we're going to try to work our way back out to the backyard and get that patio, that area. I don't know, maybe a place to have some chairs and tables set up, maybe a grill.
I'm excited about it.
Mostly also, that's the way we come into our house a lot. And when it's raining and it's bad weather, we just don't want to track water and mud into the house. We want to have some, something, something that's going to last and protect. And we don't have to track mud in. We don't have to walk through grass.
Right. Amanda said, "Are you planning a bigger garden next year? Are you still using grow lamps, and are you still doing the micro gardens?" So yes, to the bigger garden next year. Still using the grow lamps. I will when we start seeds. If you're talking about like where I was trying to do microgreens, no, I keep on them. So I'm just gonna focus on the starting plants. That I can do okay if I don't neglect them. And then Sharon said, "I fit God's way when you did." Too complicated? Question mark. Not too complicated. So, and I can talk all about that during the Wellness Wednesday video. But I feel like that will work really, really well for some people. But there are reasons that eating all the food groups does not work for me. But I can talk more about that then. It's complicated. I had to do what my body needs, if that makes sense. So I'll go into that in the video. But thank you for asking that.
Somebody did a stone courtyard, and those are beautiful. Those are and
Yes,
they are a lot of hard work. You got but once you do it, and if you do it right, it will last a long, long time, and it's beautiful.
Hey, Sweet Earth Farm. Sharon says, "Love your two-tone kitchen cabinets." Thank you. Me too.
Yeah, we don't want our concrete to crack. We need to make sure we have somebody that does it right. Yeah.
Okay, so Amy Crafts is talking about a summer camp in Florida. I saw, Boggy Creek Camp. She said that a bunch of YouTubers are crocheting and collecting knit blankets for the kids' beds. That is awesome. They get to take the blankets home. That is a great work. That's awesome. Talking about the little microgreens you talked about because they're very good for you. Yes, I have heard that too, which is why I wanted to grow them, but I kept killing them. Hey, I'm a prepper. Long time no see. When putting down a concrete patio, make sure you use rebar. Oh, yeah, that's what you were reading earlier. Yes. Yep. If only someone told the builder that when they were making the basement. Anyway.
And we didn't know.
I'm not that.
We didn't know there was, yeah.
Rochelle, how are you from Tennessee? Just across the line.
Not that we didn't know to build it correctly, but we bought the house already built, so we didn't know how.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the house is 22 years old. We've lived here for 6 years, so there was no way. And I think the only reason why we're mentioning that is because there were people who said, something like, why didn't you know? I'm like, we weren't here when it was built. Like, how are we supposed to know? And I don't think inspectors go around like chiseling out holes in the wall to look to see what's in the center. No. But it's fine.
I mean, the house had been here for 20 years. There was no signs or concern.
No, none.
Yeah.
But that's okay. But was it I'm a Prepper that said that? Yeah, it's talking about the patio, obviously not the basement. Yeah. I had footings put in my patio in case I ever wanted to enclose our idea. Now we already have our sunroom, so we probably won't but do you need that if you want to enclose it, like if you want to do like a screened in situation?
Yeah, and we're talking about just a flat, basically about a concrete pad, just a flat pad,
So yes, I think that we don't have plans to ever like do a breezeway.
No, we're not doing like a big porch or anything like
No.
that. We're just
But that's
talking
a good
about
idea, though.
a flat pad that's not going to be going to be thick enough to be durable and
Yeah.
withstand.
Isn't
But
it supposed to be like 4 inches or 6 inches?
but again, we were debating on concrete or just laying patio stones. So the concrete I think is what we want to go with, but it's going to be about like paving stones if you think about it, what we're going to be doing.
I reckon.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about it though. I think it's going to be a wonderful addition.
I'm so glad you're on YouTube. Makes me happy.
Aw,
Well,
thank you, Sharon.
appreciate that.
Sharon F. And then there's Sharon Randolph.
Yeah.
So what is your main canning product you use all winter, like tomatoes or broths?
Good question.
Definitely broths. I also love having canned meat. Like it makes the quickest soups.
Beans sometimes. Just a can of beans.
Canned beans. But yeah, mainly broth and beans and meat. And canned tomatoes too, yes.
And when we say beans, it could be pinto beans or green beans.
Well, or beans.
Or black beans.
We use a lot of black beans.
All the beans.
Amanda said, I'm sure your chickens will like the patio. I bet they will too. So we're just gonna spray that baby down every time we let them free range. Ugh.
Yeah, but that probably won't be a lot.
Well.
No, because they've been getting on the porch.
Yes.
And that's been driving me nuts.
Yeah.
And so
it's just gross.
So I quit letting them out for a while because I didn't.
Well, they were getting on the front porch. I'm pretty sure to eat Bo's dog food. And then what's funny is Ruger, the smallest dog, if the chickens are out on the front porch, she will not go out there. And so we'll open the door to let her out, and then she'll see the chickens and she's like, no, I'm good. But then she'll run to the back, and it's like, okay, we'll let her out the back. But anyway, yeah, they would be attracted to the patio. And Sharon said that meat is theirs too. Yes, I need to can it. I haven't canned in so long, and we have really gone through a lot of our reserves, and it would be good to get that built back up. But need to find some good meat sales. You know, they're not as good as they used to be, but
no, the prices of everything have gone up.
Inflation.
Which is all the reason to be more self-sufficient and do what you can with what you got.
Yeah, it's a good reason to prep. But like I said, we've gone through a lot of our stuff. We need to restock. But
and I don't know what other. Well, you want to do some painting?
Oh yes.
Yes,
the bathrooms. If y'all watched my was it the Labor Day? Yeah, Labor Day hangout with us video about our bathrooms and how badly, mainly the master bathroom desperately needs to be painted.
Yeah, it's ready for that. I agree.
Yes. Well, and then the kids' bathroom too does. But yeah, so we have a lot of projects coming up as time allows, as money allows. But yeah.
Just thinking of that, I can think of 2 or 3 other projects that I know we want to do. I don't know if we'll be able to get to them soon, like the bathroom floor. I would like to pull the linoleum and put down something else.
Yes.
I would also like to finish the bathroom in our basement. When we redid it, we have a room designated as a future bathroom. It's just a matter of finishing it out.
Yeah.
So these are all projects. I think just only a few of these projects actually deal with kind of homesteading and gardening, but most of them are more of home projects.
Well, it is the home of the homestead.
Keep shaking the camera.
Do I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Which I love on Saturday mornings. There's a radio show that I love to listen to, At Home with Gary Sullivan. Y'all ever hear him, listen to him? He's good. He knows his stuff. I just like listening to him and getting all these ideas. And it never fails whenever I'm driving to work listening to him and we've got something going on. Somebody calls in that specific thing and they start talking about it. And then it's, by the time I get off work and come home, I have forgotten mostly about what they said. But yeah, that is such a good show to listen to, that At Home with Gary. I guess he's got his own website and stuff too, but his radio show's good.
Yeah. Said, so what is going on with your kids? Just nosy. Oh, and then she said, be right back. Small wait. And is it Venice? Venice During?
Who?
I have Venice During. I have found an out-of-town grocery, and their meat prices are far better than my major metro prices.
Cool.
Yeah. We don't really have any like out-of-town, like Denise, but with a V, so Venice. Oh,
okay.
That is interesting.
Nice.
I've not heard that. That's very cool.
That's so awesome when you find a place and you're like, oh yeah, that's my place now. It's my
Yeah.
go-to. I'm gonna save a few bucks.
The thing we have like that around here are we have Amish like scratch and dent stores, and I can usually find a lot of like pantry stuff that I can stock up on, but not so much meat. There is one that does have a freezer section, and I have found some good meats, but they're usually, like you don't know when they were put in the, like how far close to the sell by date. But still, some
Mennonite
good.
Farmhouse. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, it's mostly pantry stuff that we find there, and some deals on like some breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit and dent. Yeah. Yeah. Scratch and dent, bit and dent. What do I normally call it?
Salvage.
Amish salvage store.
Amish salvage store.
Man,
Yeah.
I was having a moment. But yes. So Mennonite Farmhouse, you've got your Soup Timber collaboration going on right now, don't you? I think where you are using, is it your pantry staples, like stuff that you've canned to make soups? I think is what the collaboration is. But yeah, you guys, y'all need to ask more questions. Like we're running out of stuff to talk about.
And that's okay. I mean,
She said, yes, I do. But yeah, somebody had asked in one of our videos if I still go to the salvage stores, and I haven't been in a while just because of time, where it's located, where the stores that I normally shop at are located. Now,
is that a good deal for us?
What? Let's see. I watch your grocery videos, and if I go out of town, 80/20 is $3. Oh no, that's a fantastic deal. Can't beat that. And we're drive to fill the freezer with all types of meat. Yes, you're absolutely right. $3 is a stock up price on ground beef, especially 80/20. Your 73/27 is usually what hovers around $3. So anything that is leaner, yeah, that is a really good stock up price. Let's see. Are you ever going to do a collaboration again with your Amanda? So Amanda, she's got a full-time job now, and I know she's still posting videos, but she and I haven't talked in a long time, and not like it's because of schedules. That is all. Like we've not had, like anything crazy happen. It's just like she's, doing her thing, I'm doing mine, and we just haven't talked in a long time. I just used my home canned vegetable soup to make 4 different meals for my video. That is awesome. See, I love it. I know, is it called Almost a Farm Girl? I don't, my mind has gone blank. But I love how she, anytime somebody takes something that they have canned and show like a million different things that you can do with it, I think is so awesome. You found my video. Yeah, I know we used to do a ton of stuff together, but yeah, just now she's working, teaching. If you follow her on Instagram, and I'm sure you do. But yeah, she's doing a lot of really
That's
cool
awesome.
things.
Splitting a cow with going in with somebody, and then stocking up your freezer all at once with a good grass-fed or something like that, where it's how it's been raised and everything. We did that. We would love to do that again. That was awesome.
I loved just the.
We got a whole one.
We got a whole cow. Yeah.
We may have to go in with somebody and get a half because.
Well, that's a bummer.
Well, you know what I
I want to
mean?
be. I want to
It'd
be
be better
stingy.
than 0 to get a half.
Yes, but you talk about
it-
food security.
but it's
Having
a
all of that food in the freezer was
Yeah,
just
but
awesome.
most people don't have the money for that. That's
No.
a huge investment.
Yeah.
I mean, it pays off in the long run.
Oh, sure. I mean, we were eating when we broke it down. I think when we broke it down, it was like almost 6 pounds. But we were eating.
I can't remember now.
We were eating prime rib, $6 a pound.
But we knew who raised it, how they raised it, what we were getting, how we were getting it all cut up, and yeah,
Becoming a farmer.
and it tasted great too.
Yeah.
It tasted better. It was fresh.
Yeah. Yes. Mennonite farmhouse, becoming a farm girl. Yes. I don't know, my brain, I'm telling you. I don't know. Patty. Oh, that's Patty. Hey, Miss Patty. Got a local
Hey,
butcher
Patty.
shop. The prices are really affordable, and they always have special. That's good. Now we're really close to gave me a bunch of pig fat to turn into lard, and I have a bunch of lard that I still haven't used yet.
Was it pig or beef?
It was pig. No, we did get beef
Yeah, I thought
from
we
our
got some.
chow.
Okay.
But then they gave me pig fat because they said, that was parts that nobody, and so I guess everybody that works there took what they wanted, and then they gave me a bunch of it.
And I'm hoping, again, I don't know, I haven't got anything lined up, but I'm really hoping to be able to put some meat in the freezer this fall during hunting season.
Hopefully.
We'll see. I hope I get to go, but if I don't, I'm also hoping that I've got some connections where I might be able to get some meat. Once they harvest theirs, maybe they can get me one too if I'm unable to get off work and go myself.
Yeah, we know several that only want the back strap, and that's it, and then they'll give the rest of it away. And
They don't know what they're missing. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that's the best part
Yeah.
of venison, of deer, but
yeah,
you know
definitely
what?
the best part.
They don't know what they're missing. There's so much good meat on all the different roast and everything.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yes, canned deer. Oh man, canned deer is the bomb.
Yes, it is.
It's so tender. But we also remember we bought a grinder to go on our mixer so we could grind our own meat too. And this one time we had so many deer roasts just sitting in the freezer, and I ground it all up. I did a video, and I can't remember how many pounds of ground deer we ended up with, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
hog.
that's right. So Sweet Earth Farm,
okay.
your profile picture looked very familiar. I'm like, I know.
I was
so
reading.
I'm glad you said that.
I was reading that. I don't like reading it out loud till I've already kind of skimmed through it first, because sometimes you don't know where that's leading.
True.
But yeah, now where was it? Yeah, we canned deer and wild hog comes available. I was like, they eat wild hog? No, then I use that for the dog food. So yeah, that's cool. That's really good. Yeah.
We had a good friend that loves deer hunt, and he would have the meat processed, but he didn't like to cook, so he gave it jackpot.
So we do know one family that the guy has hunted his whole life and provided food for his family, but then he got alpha gal. That's the tick disease where you can't eat meat anymore, venison,
Like red meat, yeah.
red meat. And he still wants to go hunting, but he just, he'll give deer to either some of his neighbors. One year he called us and gave us the deer. But yeah, we know of 2 people now that they have that alpha gal now, and alpha gal now. They have that.
Yeah.
But they still want to go hunting, but then they have to give the meat away.
Right.
And at least they're giving it to somebody on a good use.
Yeah. So Leanne said, are you planning to go to HOA? And we are not going this year.
No. I mean, we hate missing it. We love going out there to it. But yeah, we're not able to right now. It's just not in the plans.
No, too much going on.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Miss Karen, how are you? Let's see, Venice, because that's a cool name.
Oh,
Said, I have a
yeah.
friend that gifts me a deer. They get multiple permits due to the population on their property.
That's cool.
Awesome.
And that's the one thing we're lacking is we don't have the property to hunt on ourselves. So
We have to rely on the kindness of others.
there have been times in the past where I've been able to go hunting on other people's lands. It's getting very hard to get people to let you do that right now because either they've already promised other people or they've leased it out, or they're, no, that's my land. Those are my deer, and either they want to hunt it or they don't want anybody on their land. And so for whatever reason, it's just getting a little more difficult to access good hunting spots.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mennonite Farm, they know you with that disease.
Yeah, I know several.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was talking to Constance from Cosmopolitan Cornbread, and we were out like Lyme disease and alpha-gal, and I was like, remember when Lyme disease was the only tick disease that anybody had ever heard of, and now there's alpha-gal, and there's others too. Rocky Mountain spotted fever, that's the one that she had.
I think that was around first, and then Lyme disease became really bad, and now there's something else too. I can't remember what it is, but there's something else now as well.
Denise, that is awesome. She said currently in the same, I'm sorry, I'm assuming you're female. Venise, since it sounds like Denise, but I could be wrong. Currently in the same position, but looking at move, could sell, get land, and have an Amish home built on site that would be 100% paid for. Oh my goodness.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
that would be really cool.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Southeast Mississippi, you can hunt mine. There you go. And yes,
I appreciate that. That would be a long trip to go hunting, but
it would, but we'll go.
I've had other people say that too.
Yeah. Willing to travel. I've got a cousin that lives in Tennessee, and he has also offered to let you come. But again, it's a matter of traveling.
Is that Mac now? Is Mac on there now? We've seen Patty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then the mosquito. I'm telling you, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Then you've got all the mosquito things to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat your fruit trees. Oh yeah. They walk around the yard like they own the place. That is one thing that we've said. If we ever, in life situations, but if we ever sold place and bought something else because we wanted to, not because we had to, but Jack said he would want to be somewhere where he could just stand on the back porch and hunt.
Yeah.
How nice would that be?
Or just get on a side-by-side or a four-wheeler or something, and then just in 5 minutes, you're at your spot.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have those dreams, have those goals.
Yeah.
You never know. One day.
Yeah. Well, A&B had asked about how our kids are doing. And of course, our children are not kids anymore, adults. And so we are staring, empty nesting in the face. Our daughter is in a relationship. They're talking about getting married. Nothing is official, but they're talking about it.
No, but it's they've been in a good, long, serious relationship.
Yeah,
they're doing well.
A young man from our church. Grew up in our church, and anyway, so probably in the next year or two, she'll be getting married and moving away, and then Parker is also in a sweet relationship, and if the Lord allows, they want to get married, and we don't know how long that's going to be, but it could be, I would say probably in the next 5 years we will be empty nesters. And I told him, I'm like, this is a lot of house for just two people. But he's like, but grandkids. And I'm like, but stairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not committed to staying here if we have to move. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, one day being a grandmother and grandfather like Amanda.
Take it day by day, and just pray that God will take care of our kids and their needs, and that then we'll know what to do after that. Then we'll know whether to downsize or set up a playroom. Gotta keep my man cave.
Yeah.
No matter where we're at, I gotta have my little spot.
I'm team because I clean this place.
Yeah.
So.
Trying to fix the basement up for office and my man cave, but if we had to downsize, I may just have to resort to
a bedroom,
a garage,
or a garage.
No, gotta have a garage.
Yeah.
I don't care if we gotta have a garage.
If we downsize, it would be a 3-2, and there would be our bedroom. Then there would be a guest bedroom, which would be where the babies sleep, and then a playroom where we keep all their.
See, she got it planned out.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Well, I think we're about ready to wind this down.
We got
any final questions?
We got 12 minutes. Yeah. He's like,
well, I got stuff to do too.
I'm tired. Yes. Yeah. Leanne said she remembered here, and we do love this house. I mean, we really do.
Oh yeah.
But it's, just thinking about the future.
And who knows, we may be here.
Practical.
Who knows though? We may be here another 20 years or another 5 years. We just.
Yeah.
Patty, guest room for them to come and visit.
Absolutely.
You are always welcome.
We already have you a guest bedroom, y'all. Just come on.
Yeah.
Just come on. We don't have the bathroom ready yet.
Speaking of guest bedrooms.
And don't tell Tim.
Yeah, speaking of guest bedrooms, where's Tim?
I know.
He's not joining us tonight.
No, they might be on holiday.
He may be traveling.
Oh, see, I like the way Amanda thinks. Amanda said, since your babies are all grown, it's time to get a goat.
Time to get a goat. Yeah, if we had a place to put one. Yeah. I'm not putting it in the garage, that's for sure.
Oh, no. Oh,
although,
man.
I do have a friend. I'll mention this real quickly. I do have a friend who has a goat that stays in the pen with the chickens and actually goes in the chicken coop and sleeps in the chicken coop with the chickens.
Where was that?
Meredith.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Yeah, so I guess it's possible.
She got 3 chihuahuas. See, that will be me.
No.
She said, my mother had 3 kids, and when we all grew up, she got 3 chihuahuas. I love dogs so much. I can't even. And
I love dogs too, but
the older I have gotten, the more soft-hearted I have gotten toward them.
Three of those little things would be a lot.
Well, I wouldn't want chihuahuas, but maybe Yorkies.
Yeah, or 3 Rugers.
Yeah,
like our
Ruger's
daughter,
a good dog.
our daughter's little dog. I don't know what it is.
It's a half Dachshund, half Yorkie. It's a dorky.
It is.
And she is a good dog. She really is.
She is dorky.
Hey, look.
She'll run right into a wall.
Well,
head first.
She's not graceful, but she's very smart. And Emily and I were talking the other day, and we can just mull without baby talking or whatever. And it's she completely understands what we say. And I was like, she speaks English. You know what I mean? She knows what we're saying. So there's Jonathan at Lone Star living.
Hey,
did I see you pop in? So we were talking about how earlier today Jack was testing the live to figure out the chat. And then after he finished, he closed it out and he deleted the video. And I am pretty certain, Lone Star, that I saw.
Oh, did he pop in?
I'm pretty sure right when you ended it, he popped in.
What's funny is this test I did earlier today, I just put, this is just a test, don't watch.
Yeah.
I think everybody wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we need to do next time we do a live.
Yeah.
We're going live. Don't tune in.
Well, you even put on there, don't watch this. I thought
don't watch this. And everyone's like, you said don't watch this. I had to turn it on.
Exactly. Yeah, somebody said the quickest way to get me to do something is to tell me not to.
I did.
Yeah.
I said, hey, right? Yeah.
Okay, so y'all know, if any of y'all are on Instagram, and I know a lot of y'all are, but you know how like you can pop onto like a real picture or something, and anybody that you're friends with, if they have liked that post, you see a name under there. So Lone Star Living, I'm calling you out
Why?
because I believe he follows a lot of the same carnivore people that I follow. So are you doing, I'm just asking, you don't have to answer, but I wondered because like we follow a lot of the same people. Hey, Tinkerer's
Tinkerer's
wife.
wife. Yeah. There's a lot of people popping in now, right here towards the latter part of our show. But we're glad.
Yeah.
We're glad you're popping in to say hi.
Yeah. But I follow a lot of carnivore people. I don't necessarily do carnivore. I liked, hearing a lot of following their progress they're doing and what they're eating.
Yeah, there's a lot of diets
but
that I don't think I could personally do, but I will still watch them just to educate myself and see, is this, how's this work, and is it a healthy way to do it or not?
Right.
And so yeah, it's always good to learn about these things.
Look, carnivore for over 4 months,
Wow.
down 60 pounds. Not just the weight loss I feel. And that's the thing. I've never heard of anybody going carnivore and saying that they feel like crap.
Lone Star Living, more like Lone Star Winning.
Winning, yeah. But yeah, so like everybody, I like Carnivore Ray. I think he's that you follow that I follow. And he always talks about how he feels like a superhuman.
Yeah, well, that's awesome.
The energy, the good he feels, and the mental clarity.
Awesome. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, so that is really, really awesome. That way to go. Like I hope that for 4 months from now, I don't know that I need to lose 60, but I need to lose 40, 35 to 40 for sure. But I'm not doing ketovore. I'm doing like a meat-based, very low carb. I do feel a whole lot better, it's just sticking with it. I have agreed with myself to take it slow and learn new habits. I think that's like the main thing is, like if I'm having a bad day, if I'm stressed, if I'm tired, if we're celebrating,
it's easy
to fall back into old habits.
To cheat day or to backslide, whatever you want to call it.
My problem, of course, you guys know that I am a open book. But my thing is once I give myself permission to cheat, it's all over. And it's like I'm an all or nothing mentality. I can't just forgive myself and then I'm like, okay, well that's it. So the diet's over and now it's time to make up for lost time, So anyway.
And I think that's where it's good to have a friend or a group of people or whatever to kind of keep you accountable. Or if you're doing this with other people, the encouragement I think is very important. Because our willpower will be up and down, and we'll have those days where I don't want to do it today. I want to, and then you backslide, and then you're like set yourself back 2 more weeks. But if you're doing it with somebody and that's encouraging you and like, let's stay on track, you're doing great, it means so much. Speaking of that, real quick, what Lone Star say? Oh, he cheated for the last.
I like how he said for the first and last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of all of that, I have reached a milestone in my life where I guess I've reached the age where my doctor's calling me saying, it's time for a physical. Come on in, let's do some blood work. And I'm like, really? So I went to the doctor this morning and they did blood work, took, right there. But, checking the cholesterol, just the different things that they check, and talking about my lifestyle, how active I am or how inactive I've been, blood pressure, just everything, just a general checkup. But I need to probably start watching a little bit more of what I eat, especially the sugar drinks. Guess what? This is ice water right now.
Oh, good for you.
Because you didn't make any sweet.
That's right, and I never will again.
But yeah, so So I'm trying to cut back on the sugar, especially, soft drinks. That's kind of my weak spot is soft drinks. And I do tend to snack a lot, especially at night. When I come home, we might have a good healthy meal. That's fine. That's great. But then I'll sit down and watch a ball game or we'll watch a
Yes.
movie and I will snack. And it turns out I end up snacking more. I mean, if you're watching TV,
Yeah.
you don't realize how much.
Right.
You're just, it's not good.
Right.
But anyway.
That's why I tell him, don't take the bag in there. Take some out, put it in a bowl, and then take the bowl. Because it's so easy. I mean, and I've been guilty of the same thing. Like it's just a mindless thing, and next thing you know, you've eaten half a bag of chips.
And it's not like I like a lot of sweets. I don't eat a bunch of candy bars, ice cream. I don't. But soft drinks.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing ever.
I can tell you what my macros are today. Venice said 10 grams of sugar today. That is really good. Now, I am counting net carbs. I know some purists say don't do that. They say a carb is a carb is a carb. But I'm giving myself grace. So my macros for the day, I am 15.5 net carbs for the day. 100.
We got somebody joining us, Cape Cod.
Awesome. I'm 164 grams of protein. My goal is 150. And then I'm 89.5 grams of fat, which is actually under my goal. I try to do 150 protein, 150 fat.
Yeah. And I like what Lone Star said. It was a reminder of why I'm doing what I'm doing or why I'm doing it. And that's true. I want to change my diet. Why do I want to drop a few pounds? It's because I want to be healthier. Why do I want to be healthier? Because I don't want to cut my life short. I want to be with you as long as possible. But I do want to see grandkids. I want them
to be able to
I want
play
them
with
to
them
see
and do
granddad.
things. Yeah.
I want to be able to work and provide and maybe if we're ever allowed to retire, when we do get a little bit older, I want us to be willing to want to go do stuff.
Yes. Hey, Kenzie.
So, yeah.
Oh my goodness, I haven't seen your name pop up in a million years.
So yeah, it's important because I don't want to regret those decisions 15, 20 years from now.
Right. Yeah.
It's not just about me.
Yeah, and I like how Kenzie says health is one of the prepper pillars, and I mean it really is, and it's it's scriptural to take health.
It is.
And I feel like a lot of our struggles with weight has really fallen on me just because with my job, I have taken so many shortcuts and a lot of convenience. And when you look back all the times that I was like taking time in the kitchen to, make all of our meals from scratch, we were both doing better. But
we were also younger. Our metabolism was different then too. So
well, I'm just talking about the last couple of years.
Oh well, okay. But it's not all on you. It takes all of us.
I know that.
Like I said,
I'm the one that shops for the food and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But Janet says anything salty. Mine is sugar. I like sweet.
I do like the salty. I love corn chips.
Yeah.
I love corn chips.
But I will say this though, going back
chips
to
and salsa.
However you track your food. But one thing that a lot of people will say is, I don't have a sweet tooth. I'm not addicted to sugar. I like salty things, but carb turns into sugar. So whether it's a salty carb or a sweet carb, when it gets into your system, it breaks down sugar. So people think I'm not a sugar addict, but they actually are. So that's something to think about.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Time is up now.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Ambi, I haven't seen what you've been posting in the last little bit because we've been talking. Let's see. Amanda says, but it's like our grandparents, they always ate healthier than we did. I ate fresh foods and they were way more active. And I think that's huge too, is the activity. They didn't worry as much as people do today. Absolutely. And again, people back then were farmers. They worked from before the sun came up to after the sun went down, and we just don't do that anymore.
And it's not just all about diet. It's about mobility, keeping yourself as active as possible as well.
Yes.
Yeah, you can have a very good diet, but then if you're not active, you're still not doing everything you need to be doing.
Right. Yeah. And then Kenzie said workout starts in the kitchen before the working day, and that is 1,000% true. I've known so many people who have been able to get on top of their health and not really work out. It really has more to do with what you're putting in your body than, but long-term health, I think, and the way you feel, the way you move is important with exercise. So anyway, all right, good talk, everyone.
Yes, we
This
really
was
enjoyed
lovely.
it. And we didn't think we'd have any topics to talk about
No,
tonight.
when you start talking about health, that's like a universal, that's a universal thing. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, but I will do
But it
my
does.
very-
It encourages us too. I'm sorry.
No, that's
But
okay. I will do my very best to film a Wellness Wednesday for y'all, and get that up on Wednesday. And I do have, what's the other video I'm working on? Oh, what I eat. So I'm sharing some low carb, ketovore.
And we took a
type
few.
meals.
We took a few little video clips of some of those projects we mentioned around the house.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, showing your flowers too.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Kenzie. I'm so glad that you came on too, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Bye, Miss Cindy. You all have a lovely week, and Lord willing, we will see you all.
Yeah. Hopefully, the people that need the rain will
Monday.
start getting a little bit of that rain.
Yes.
And have a good week. Be careful.
God bless.
God bless. Stay prepared.
Yeah.
See y'all.
Bye, y'all.